Today, we're going to be talking about a sensitive topic, but it's one of the things that has changed my life completely. It has taken me from being lazy, unmotivated, and practically going nowhere with my life to starting my own business, blowing up on social media. I'm like almost 500,000 on Instagram, 250K on TikTok, and like 270K on Facebook. This is literally a game changer, and I'm going to discuss that today. So what is this magical thing I did? First of all, it's not magical. It's literally called nofap. You've probably heard about this all over the internet, especially in recent years with the whole red pill movement, but there is some serious merits to this thing. Now, why does nofap work? First off, it's part of something called dopamine detox. Dopamine is a hormone that basically is our motivator, right? So when we're low on dopamine, we're really not motivated to do anything. There are certain things that increase dopamine, which we are addicted to. For example, social media is a dopamine increaser. Even things like chocolate, cigarettes, so nicotine. So all those people you see all the time going, dopamine increaser. So it was part of a larger dopamine detox program where I stopped listening to music, I stopped vaping, and I stopped fapping. Now, when it comes to fapping, that's a huge dopamine increaser. It doesn't stop there. You ever realize that after you finish choking the proverbial chicken?
If you got a little dick and I'm not gonna answer. I met that boy in the club, he a dancer. Yeah. I'm better.
How lazy you get? You just want to kind of curl up, lay down, and sleep. I mean, some people just use fapping just to help them fall asleep. Sometimes you just got to beat your meat if you want to hit the sheets. Not only that, fapping goes hand in hand with porn addiction. So when you're watching porn, you are building these unrealistic scenarios in your head, all the way to the point that people that watch continuous porn are not even able to finish with an actual partner. Imagine dating that hot girl you've been chasing, or guy, and you can't even perform. Well, that's because of porn. Literally, porn rots your brain from the inside out. The second that I stopped watching porn and I stopped fapping, literally like 6 months later, I have my first girlfriend. Also, you realize how much stronger you get at the gym. You have this drive. You ever seen some athletes? They literally don't bust a nut before a competition like boxing or soccer, whatever it is. Yeah, it gives you that anger, that drive to really push yourself. I mean, the results speak for themselves. So how was my journey with no fapping? Well, let's really understand it. The first week is the hardest. So one trick that I did to help me get over that initial hard phase is I just got a rubber band. Anytime I felt the urge to self-pleasure, I would snap that rubber band against my wrist as hard as I could. A little bit of Pavlov training, if you will. After the initial week, the no fapping was not that hard. It was still running through my head all the time. I was feeling a little bit anxious. I, couldn't fall asleep as easily because I was so used to like beating my meat before going to sleep. And when you do the no fap, obviously you're also going to do no porn because, you usually watch porn to fap. By the first month, I saw the biggest improvement. Literally, I was so motivated to go to the gym, to start a project, to get creative, to learn something new. That's because your brain is looking for new sources of dopamine. Usually when we learn something or we complete a task, we get a little bit of that dopamine. So like I said, the biggest improvement I saw was after the first month mark, and then around the 6-month mark, I started feeling superhuman. Like I was able to go to the gym like 4 or 5 times a week. I increased all my PRs. I was starting to see crazy muscle growth. I had fat loss, muscle gain, I had focus, and then boom, I got a girlfriend. Let me just tell you, it was so pleasurable to have actual, intercourse with somebody and to actually be good at it and last a good amount of time. Because you need to understand, if you last too short of a time, they're disappointed. If you last too long, they're getting injured. They don't like that either. And when you fap, you're always going to be one or the other. Okay? Because there's some people that fap so much, they just can't get off with the actual woman. And that is partly because of something called death grip. Death grip is when you stroke yourself with the same motion, using the same hand throughout your whole life. It decreases the sensitivity of the penis because the vagina will never be able to give the same amount of force as these little grippers right here. This means you'll never really be able to finish without using your hands, so a woman would never be able to do a job. The other one is that you are so addicted to busting a nut. And usually when you self-pleasure, you're not self-pleasuring for hours, right? It's a really quick thing because you know exactly what you like. You know which video category you're going to go straight to get to that money shot. And because of this, you're going to finish too fast. You might even suffer from premature ejaculation, which is just as scary. Nofapping has been such a game changer to me personally and professionally, and I believe everybody should give it a try, especially with NoFap November right around the corner. Why not give yourself a head start? Why wait till November? Do it now instead of waiting until later, and you'll see how great your life gets. Love y'all. Barwise Bandit. See you in the next one.